Hello, what's going on, everybody? Hope you all are doing great. So we got some new information on the new upcoming Quintessential Quintuplets anime that's supposed to be coming up during this summer in a couple of months now. And if you guys or gals haven't heard of this announcement, and what we know of this anime upcoming so far is that it's supposed to be covering content from the manga that was originally skipped over, not able to be included during season 1 or season 2 or even the movie, which should be a big help because during its run-throughs and stuff, especially during season 2 in the movie, at least for myself, anime only watcher, I noticed some things were a little bit more fast-paced, or some things kind of didn't make sense, or there were some missing pieces, or at least I felt like there were some missing pieces that I needed to have more information, or they skipped some stuff that needed to be included for me to be able to get everything. And then for manga readers too, I'm sure that it was a lot worse for you guys because you have seen everything and read everything, and you know that they just blatantly skipped a whole bunch of stuff, or at least a good chunk of things. So that might be a little frustrating there. So it's cool that they're, doing it through this means where they're giving us a lot more of the information and stuff that they skipped over, and scenes that they did skip over that we can use to piece things together, and it can make a lot more sense, and it could hopefully be a little bit more cohesive. Like I said, hopefully be a better experience, and we get a lot more of that information on our side. A little bit of closure possibly if there was some missing stuff that kind of bothered you maybe. But yeah, really cool that they're doing that. They haven't put out a release date for the actual season itself to be broadcasted or whatever on Crunchyroll or something, but they did put out a new key visual recently. Like I said, some new information, and I will put that key visual on screen here. And they announced that they're going to be doing a theatrical release for about 3 weeks starting on July 14th for the premiere episode of this new anime that's supposed to be coming out, but only in Japan. So that's a pretty cool thing that they did. And they also announced the new anime studio that's supposed to be working on this new anime, which is Studio Shaft, a pretty well-known anime studio within the anime community and anime industry. They've worked on some bigger name titles like Bakemonogatari, Nisekoi, March Comes In Like a Lion, things like that. One thing that does worry me when it comes to this new studio shift is because there's been a lot of shift with the studios when it comes to the anime seasons for the Quintessential Quintuplets in particular. So if you guys didn't know, during season 1, it looked a lot different than what it did from season 2 in the movie, of course. That's because there was a studio change when it came to going from season 1 and season 2. Season 1 was made by Tezuka Productions, so that studio, and then season 2 shifted over to Studio Biberi, which was the studio that made season 2 and the movie, of course. And then we are going now into this new anime that's supposed to be shifting over to a new studio, Studio Shaft. I'm sure things will look great, but it still cause for some concern because why is this anime kind of being passed around to different anime studios? I'm not sure if there's something going on behind the scenes in production or something like that that's making it a little bit difficult for them to be able to produce this anime. In particular, I'm not sure if it's like structure-wise of what they need to do to kind of make things flow well, or something along those lines. But it's still, like I said, a little room for concern there on that side. Because it's getting passed around like crazy. Like every new season, like I said, it has a new anime studio. I don't know if it's kind of going down to like, okay, this is too hard to animate, or or too strict of a deadline or something like that. So they're passing it on to a different studio that may be able to handle it, or something along those lines. But I'm hoping that the animators in general, or all the workers and stuff, are in good condition and not being overworked or something, and that's the reason why it's getting passed off or something along those lines. Or even, for Studio Shaft now, I'm hoping that it's good working conditions and not anything bad that it's getting passed over to them now. But yeah, that's one thing that's happening, and I'm sure that the structure of it is going to be a little bit difficult to kind of, put in place as well, because there's probably certain scenes or certain arcs and stuff that were placed in a different timeline or whatever, at least during season 2 that it was happening or something like that. And then another set of an arc or something like that supposed to happen a little bit further down the line. So it's like not linear and not continuous. It's something that happened here at this point in time, and then jumping over to a different point in time where they need to animate another different part of the story. But yeah, that's one part of it. And then they said something along the lines, or gave us a little bit of a snippet as to what's supposed to go into this new season. So they said that the TV special is going to cover, I'm not sure if this means the actual like first premiere episode that they're supposed to put out in theaters or whatever in Japan, or if this is going to be like the synopsis for the entirety of the TV special anime, but they said it was supposed to be set during the summer vacation time where Futaro kind of takes a break from tutoring and he's kind of focusing on himself for his entrance exams and stuff. But even though he's taking a break from being a tutor, he still gets involved with the Nakano sisters in some form again, of course, like they always do. But that was just a little snippet of what they gave us for the synopsis of the TV special as of right now, which is really cool. They at least gave us a little bit of something. But like I said, they didn't give us the actual set premiere date of when it's supposed to start streaming and everything worldwide and broadcast in Japan. But they did give us that July 14th date on when it's supposed to premiere in theaters in Japan, at least for that 3-week time span there. But yeah, some pretty cool information that they did give us. Some room for concern possibly on the studio changes and everything too, but I did want to throw out some of that new information that we did get in regards to the series. It's coming up pretty quick. We're in mid-May now, so not too much longer that we have without some quintessential quintuplets coming our way. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below on some of the new information that we got on the quintessential quintuplets anime. Are you guys concerned on the studio changes possibly? Are you guys just excited in general that we're going to be getting more of the Nakano sisters and Futaro and everybody within the quintessential quintuplet story and getting a little bit more of the pieces that might have been missing from season 1, 2, or even the movie possibly that make it make a little bit more sense, hopefully. But yeah, or just things in general. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think of the video and make sure to hit that like button as well. I greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a ton, and make sure to hit that pretty subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that notification bell as well to get notified for whenever I do upload a video or go live or things like that. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you all later. See ya. Bye-bye.